Hello, everyone. Welcome
I
to
knew you
the.
started it. I knew you
I,
did.
I did, but I missed all of that, and I realized I should be recording this, and then everyone stopped talking. So, podcast. We got distracted talking about thwomps and bunny rabbits, and
Rabbits would win. Fight me.
no, fight the thwomp. You do that. Like I say, you keep saying things like it'll get tired and stuff, and that's not a thing that happens to thwomps. And for the record, I was talking about the thwomps from the only Mario game that I actually played, which was a Super Mario World. Which
But not the thwomps that flip over.
I don't even know what that's from, so no.
Super Mario 64 and onward.
Oh,
Oh, you mean all the crappy ones that were in 3D? Okay, fair enough.
Screw you! Super Mario 64 is a masterpiece.
Yeah,
agree.
no, it's not.
Now, I was going to say something. I was going to say that that was a feasible matchup considering the Raven Rabbits. You know, the
From
ones
Rayman, yeah.
that had some kind of crossover with
Oh, the rabbids, not rabbits.
If it's
the
rabbits,
things.
then they just win. You can't kill them. We've been trying to for years.
Yeah.
the.
Yeah, they had that Wii game where there was a loading screen where you basically had one inside of the Wii remote and you could waggle it and it just smacked the shit out of it inside the remote. That was a thing. That was actually pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. You could press the button and it'd bounce it up and down. Anyway. Podcast, that was it. That's what we were doing. Okay, so. Hi, I'm Casey. How's it going? And we got this week. Sliciness is out because Discord's being weird. But we also have Blush. Blush is here. Yay!
Yay, hello.
We have Kenchi.
Hi, I'm Kenshi618, and my left knee is made out of gravel.
Yeah, we knew that, but that's okay. We have Patient.
Hello, everyone. It's Patient Zero for the month of October.
And we have someone who doesn't really know what a thwomp is. Also, he's here too.
Hi, everyone. I'm Zero. When I was a kid, we would have a basketball hoop. We had this big basketball hoop we'd put outside.
Oh, God.
And so we could practice, shooting hoops and having fun. And one day I was like, I need to get good at basketball. And for a pointless reason, I sat outside and just kept shooting hoops and was like, I'm not going back inside until I get the ball in the basket 100 times. And I did it.
Congratulations.
You're
And it was the most
basically a
pointless thing
TV
ever.
family, aren't you? Just like an ABC sitcom is what you are, really.
I'd like to argue that. I don't think I can.
Yeah. Okay. So, things we did. Mine's gonna be pretty short, so I'll probably go first. Dad of Boy is a really good game. That's a good game. I finished it.
Oh, you finished God of War.
Yeah. That's a good game. That's a good sequel hook, is what that is. It's like really well done, because usually sequel hooks mean, oh, you decided not to finish the story in your story. That's novel, but no, this tells a complete story, and then also there's a bit on the end if you want to. There's probably going to be another one.
Oh, there's definitely going to be another one. Did you go back to his house afterwards?
Yeah, that's what I mean by the sequel hook. And
Yeah.
what I mean by there's probably going to be another one is, yeah, we're totally making another one. Here's the hook for the next one.
There's a lot of
The next
gods he
story.
hasn't killed yet.
He only killed like 2.
I know. We got a full pantheon to go through.
Yeah.
And that's all the sub gods.
Yeah. He killed a lot of trolls, and they were all named for some reason. I'm not entirely sure. Like, trolls are
they
apparently a
probably
big
have-
thing in Norse mythology. I was not aware.
They probably have various legends surrounding them.
Mm. And I was not expecting the thing with the kid until literally the end of the game where they spell it out. I thought they were going in an entirely different direction with it because they mentioned time travel at one point, but that's not where they're going with this. So
It worked out in an interesting way because mythologically everything still happened kind of as it should. It just happened a bit sooner.
yeah. And yeah, that's a good game. That was satisfying to play, and the post game content was fun, which is always nice, where you can just play and fight things and just enjoy the combat mechanics without it being kind of clunky. And
Yeah, once you really get your options available to you, that combat becomes really fun.
there are little bits and pieces of jank in it that I'm not particularly fond of. Like, I forgot to talk about this last week, but the enemy indicator, little circle thing, is absolutely fucking useless. They could have made that better than just a triangle as your pointer. Like, okay, there is a triangle on my screen, which means there is an enemy, but I don't know where it is because it's just a triangle, so it could be in any one of 3 directions.
I tend to use the audio cues from the kid or Mimir.
Yeah.
Because they'll call out when an enemy is close to you that you can't see.
I like Mimir. Like,
Mimir's good.
about the time I got him, I was just sort of wandering around trying to solve puzzles, and I started doing a really shit Scottish accent for no real reason. And it just went on for like 20 hours of playing the game, and it was fucking annoying. I couldn't stop. Ugh.
And now you're starting again.
Yeah, no, hopefully that's gone away because, like I say, I'm done 100%ed platinum and all that stuff. It's all done. So hopefully that will go away forever because that accent remains terrible despite 20 hours of practice. So, yeah. That's a good game, though, and very highly recommended. And Assassin's Creed Odyssey continues to be contentious because, like, everyone is arguing about microtransactions and how much they ruin the game, or the super special deluxe editions with all the content that they cut out for the super special deluxe editions included at an extra $60 price point. Yeah, I'm just gonna give that one a miss for the time being. See how that shits out.
I'm hearing people various people saying, "Oh, the microtransactions don't actually impact the gameplay at all," and I hear some other people saying, "It is so slow. It is so slowed down by this. It is actually ruining the game." And I don't know who to believe, so I'm just gonna not play it.
Here's the best explanation for that I've heard. If you're a completionist, it feels fine. If you're not a completionist, it forces you to be a completionist to actually progress in the game. Or to spend money.
I have, ever since they introduced stats, that's actually pushed me further away from it. In terms of, you have special gear or whatever, because if I'm assassinating somebody, I want to be able to assassinate them.
Yeah, if you sneak up on someone and stab them in the throat, they should probably die. That's probably a thing that should happen. It's cause and effect. But it doesn't in this game.
And that's what is really putting me off it.
Yeah.
Which is a shame, because I want to fight, Greek mythology monsters.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Though, again, I'm considering just buying the old God of Wars, and I can do that anyway.
Yeah, that might be a better idea.
With quite a bit more bombast. But yeah, that's pretty much my week. I got not much else. I released a chapter of the Harry Potter vampire story and got damn near no reception from it, which was interesting because it was huge for the first chapter. Well, that happens. But yeah. Yeah. I mean, I released it at 8 in the morning my time, which is past midnight anywhere else. So maybe that was just bad timing.
Yeah, that happens with me in chapters. But I just I'm like, whatever. I'm done. I'm putting it up right now.
Blush. Hi, Blush.
Hi,
How's it going?
going good. I was just listening because I haven't played any of the God of War games.
The new one's really good.
I think I watched Team 4 Stars Let's Play like Vegeta fighting against one of the gods, and I think that's about all my exposure to it.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that video is also pretty good, and I should probably link it. But yes, that is also what got me to play the new God of War, because I saw that I was like,
Is it really?
this is pretty. That's Christopher Judge playing Kratos. I'm playing this game. Yeah.
So
I
me
thought
and
it looked
me and
really good.
Zero talking about it did nothing for you back then when it came out. I feel sad. Our opinions mean nothing.
All
to
you need to know is Christopher Judge. That's all.
Yep. That guy's awesome. Yeah. So what you been doing lately? Cool stuff.
Lots of cool stuff. Probably. Yeah. For example, I just finished my cosplay this weekend for Fan Days, whatever it's called, Comic-Con convention, and we're working on finishing my husband's. We're gonna go as Nightwing and Starfire.
Oh, that's a good one.
Except Starfire doesn't wear enough clothing, so I just remade it into like this intergalactic battle Starfire, so she looks pretty bad instead of like she's gonna freeze to death.
That's valid.
So-
Yeah.
That is very smart. It's getting cold outside.
I just
Yeah.
today it went straight from short sleeves to sweaters. Like, forget quarter sleeves, they're gone, not necessary. It's just really cold now, so I think I did a good job calling that one.
Yeah.
Winter is coming.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks,
Winter has
Kenshi.
come.
You know what this podcast needed in a time of everyone's actually kind of sick of Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones reference. It's just what we needed. Yep.
We need more. If we do it enough, people will go from being sick of it to actually liking it ironically.
Well, you see, here's the thing. I don't watch Game of Thrones, so that's all you're getting out of me.
So you basically dropped that on us, like, shitting in a paper bag and ringing someone's doorbell. That's basically what you did there.
Basically.
Yeah, I thought as much. What else you doing, Blush?
Yep. More writing, I guess. Oh my goodness, I need to outline the next. I'm in the final arc of The Princess Concubine that has been going on forever and really just needs to die. And I haven't outlined the final arc yet. And the last chapter I posted, it was like 2 months ago, and I feel like a horrible human being, but that's okay because that happens sometimes.
You're an
Only
adult.
2 months.
That's what happens. You don't get time to update as much as you used to. It's fine.
Oh my goodness, yeah. And then and then my husband, he also writes, but he's working on being published, and he just got 2 mentors that have books published, and he essentially won a competition where he gets them as mentors, and in like 6 months they'll take the book that they work on with him and take it to publishers and agents and be like, hey, look, here's this pretty thing we recommend. So he's like a step closer to publishing, and we're really
Ooh,
excited.
That's really good.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
That's amazing news.
Yeah, it's pretty much awesome because that's all he wants to do is be a writer as his career. So
I know
first
what that-
step, working on it. And then I don't know, I'm trying to think of anything else going on. Lots of writing, lots of drawing, lots of working on my costume, which I'm so glad is done. Oh my gosh. I got these blackout green contacts to try out, and I found out that you can't see anything in them, and I'm very
Yeah.
sad.
Yeah, those are.
Yeah, and they don't feel very great, so
Yeah.
I just wasted a bunch of money. That's about it.
You could be blind Starfire and have a cane. It'd be a bit of an obscure cosplay, but it,
No, they were green. Anyway, sorry.
yeah.
I thought about getting color contacts for wrestling, and then I realized they did that, so I didn't do it because not being able to see when you wrestle is a bad thing.
Yeah, it's probably a bad idea.
That's why I didn't go with the eye patch. Kind of need both eyes.
What if you went with 2 eye patches?
That's worse, Zero.
Get like a trick eye patch so it looks like you can't see, but you actually can.
I mean, I could probably do that now that you mention it. I'm not going to, but it's a good idea.
Have somebody else do it.
I'm not gonna lie, I saw that as like a character in a One Piece fic once of just a dude that wears 2 eye patches, and it was quite possibly the most One Piece ass One Piece character I've seen outside of actual One Piece. Is a dude that wears 2 eye patches but uses observation haki to see. It was pretty cool. And his
Yeah,
ship was named
like
the
one.
Patch. That was fucking great.
I'm a fan of 2 eye patches. That's just that is if I were a pirate, I'd go with that.
I'm Blind Beard the Pirate.
Do I have a beard? I don't know. I'm blind.
Now, kudos to anyone who gets that particular reference.
Anything else, Blush? Or is that everything? I don't know.
It's pretty much everything off the top of my head that I can think of right now. I don't know. Every day is just one blur after another. I'm trying to work more.
Oh, I know the feeling. All right. Patient, how you doing? How's work?
Well, I have today off, so there's that.
Yay.
Not sure how much longer that's going to keep up. I mean, I requested Mondays off going forward, and my manager was quite empathetic. She was going to try despite the fact that Monday is a busy day since it's coming off of the only day of the week that the bank is regularly closed. But she's going for it, so I'm hopeful. Yes.
Don't hold your breath. I've had a very sympathetic manager that was like, yeah, we'll totally just keep to your hours, and then I never went on my scheduled hours ever again for the rest of my time working there. So, just temper your expectations, maybe.
My expectations are not high to begin with. My expectations of her, I know that I'm pretty much certain that she'll do everything in her power. The only problem is short-staffed. There's only so much that she can do. Though I'm counting my blessings presently, Hornet is having a week from hell. Over the past week, he's worked... What was the figure he gave? 88.95 hours.
Yeesh.
Is he getting paid overtime for it?
I sincerely hope so, but I haven't had much of an opportunity to ask him.
Fair. Yeah, that makes sense.
According to what he said, today and or tomorrow are going to be the last days of it. He just needs to get through it alive and sane. So, my best wishes for him in pursuit.
Sounds like me during a week when natural disasters occur.
How's the Florida thing going, Kenji?
It's over for us, basically. We're done.
Cool. All right. Anything else, patient? Any cool goings on and stuff?
Well, I've only gotten started. Still trying to work out a time to set up regular meetings with my personal trainer. As you can see, I haven't made it the past couple of weeks because
work changed, yeah.
My mother emphasized to me rather clearly that I need to keep going, that I can't fall backwards, and I see where she's coming from. Kenshi, how long does it take in your experience of lax activity for your progress to start moving backwards?
Depends on what you do when you're not working out. Like, do you just it depends on what you do when you're not going to the gym. Do you do anything at home? Do you eat differently when you're not going to the gym? Like, what's up?
Not really. My diet hasn't changed much.
Okay, well, not keeping the health fight it off for longer, but being sedentary when your body's starting to get used to being active is not a good idea.
I see.
I've never gone for really long stretches of time never doing anything, so I couldn't give you an honest to goodness sort of,
No worries, I sort of expected that.
Yeah, I mean, you do sometimes hear not really horror stories, but it's pretty much understood that if you do just stop being active after being active for a long time, there will be negative consequences to it because your body got used to it, and if you're not doing it, it'll still take in all of the extra as much as it can in preparation for whatever strenuous activity you're going to be doing. So if you stop doing that, it's taking in all of that energy, holding on to it, and then continuing to hold on to it because it's got no use for it. It's just sitting there. And that's how you get bodybuilders suddenly ballooning out, for example.
Fair enough.
It's not a good time. Like, if you can't get to the gym and get to your personal trainer, then I'd still suggest going with just at home exercises. Just maybe not a super workout or anything. I mean, you're not going to have the professional equipment to have your back or the personal trainer, but like a light workout of just like the exercises you can do at home.
Yes, something. As long as you're like trying to get 30 minutes of something, it'll help. So.
Quite noted. I'll definitely see what I can do going forward. Aside from that, in the vein of writing, Zom, Wes, and I, for varying reasons, two of which you know, have just been quite strained for time to work on the next chapter of this Bites. Yeah. My work issues, Wes's Hornet's work issues, and what was it? Oh, yes, of course, Zomniac's college issues. So, we're making slow progress, and that's better than no progress. Hopefully we'll be able to have it done by Halloween. And if not, we do have at least one thing that'll help to tide our fins over that we'll be announcing, if all goes well, before this time next week. Yes. In regards to gaming, I've been working more on Birth by Sleep.
Right, I need to go back to that.
I wish you the best possible fortune platinuming that game. I'm starting to understand exactly why, of the 4 on the disc, it's the one that the fewest people have completed to platinum.
Even compared to Chain of Memories?
Pardon?
Even compared to Chain of Memories?
The difference is very slight, but yes, Birth by Sleep beats it out. Less than 1% between them.
So why is it?
Because you have to complete all of the same challenges on all 3 game files.
Okay, that's... Okay.
Man, you must really love some damn Kingdom Hearts if you can do that.
That's not loving Kingdom Hearts, that's loving the combat mechanics of Kingdom Hearts. Does that include, like, all the command boards and everything?
I believe as long as you beat each of the command boards once, that's all you need to do.
Okay.
Well, I mean, once on each file, but each board you would only need to play once. And I mean, it doesn't criticize you for reducing the winning score or the number of CPUs.
Hmm.
So, as far as I can find, the command board is pretty simple. It's just a matter of unlocking all the boards, which is easy, really.
Hmm.
Now, it's the mini games in Disney Town that have me a bit frustrated. There's the Rumble Racing game, there's the Ice Cream Beach Rhythm game, and then there's the Fruit Ball game. So, each of those you need to beat over 3 times per file. So, different levels of difficulty going up and up. Anyway, yeah, good luck, Casey. Of course, the Mirage Arena is a different beast altogether.
Yeah, I figured that was going to be the sticking point for me. I'm not actually good at the combat of that game. Also, I'm playing on critical, so, that's fun too.
Did I also mention that you need to beat the game on critical? Yeah, I'm not sure that that's actually the case, but I wish I could see your face.
I was already planning on doing that, so it's not a big deal.
Fair enough. Alright, let's see. Anything else noteworthy? There's that. Rabbits. Yeah, no,
Thank you, patient.
You're welcome. Wish I had something else, but unfortunately I didn't.
Yeah, also don't overuse the joke.
Gotta bust it out once every blue moon.
Yeah.
If you use it enough times, eventually people will go from hating it to liking it ironically.
Yeah, it's when you least expect it kind of thing, or when there's a reason for it. Ken, how's it going?
Alright, so I wasn't here last week. Don't say anything. So we'll start from there. That weekend, I was supposed to have a show. I did not have a show, or at least not the one I was scheduled to have. Because apparently, and I didn't know this on the way to this particular show, no one bought tickets for it.
Okay.
So I drove 3 hours for nothing. And I got paid, but still really annoying to have to drive 3 hours for no good reason, to do nothing but just tear down a ring and leave.
Yeah, that's basically, oh, hey, thanks for driving all that way to get here. Here's your gas money for doing that. Go back. Get out of here.
Yeah. On the plus side, I was able to make it home that night in time to watch the UFC pay-per-view, where Conor McGregor got his face smashed in by Khabib Nurmagomedov, and then a fracas happened after the fight, so that was fun to watch.
Oh, yeah, that whole thing. I read about that.
Yeah.
That's...
Yeah, that was entertaining. Good to come home to. Other than that, let's see. William left me out again.
Of course you did.
So I probably need to actually, go to the doctor and look at it at this point.
Yeah.
That's not happening yet. Maybe I'll do it this week. Maybe. If I feel like it. But I got a show on Saturday. Also, I'm lazy. I don't really feel like going to the doctor. And I can still walk, so it's not a priority.
Laziness, the deadliest killer of all.
Yeah.
You know all those sports shows where there's a dude who's like, I gotta play in the big game, but your injury, if you keep playing on it, you're not gonna be able to walk anymore. But I gotta play, coach. I gotta make it into the big... And he ends up a cripple.
Yeah.
That's you, Kenshi.
All right. I had a good run. Yeah, I was in a show this past weekend, and on my bum knee,
Mm-hmm.
You know, I ended up in the ring for a grand total of 70 minutes that night. So, because I had to wrestle twice. I had to wrestle once in a one-on-one match against one person. Then later, I had to come out later that night in the main event in like a 5-on-5 team, the two teams, 5-on-5 elimination match. And I was in there for 45 minutes in that match. So, yeah. No, just taking it easy, not really putting a whole lot of strain on this knee and that sarcasm. So, yeah, actually, as a matter of fact, hold on. I think I have. Yes, there we go. Watch me get beat up on Twitch while it's still there.
Oh, hey.
And not sure how long that'll stay up, so it's there in the meantime.
Yay.
Turned out fair enough. Apparently, the singles match I had was like the best match on the show, which, all right, I'll take it. On a bum leg, if I can still have a good match on the show, that's cool with me. So let's see. Aside from wrestling things, oh yes, I'm almost done with my Let's Play of Mega Man X on the Super Nintendo. Yeah, I did not complete it, despite the fact that I got to the very last level.
Sigma.
Yep, that's a 3-stage battle.
I got to the last, like literally last. I was playing Mega Man X as well a few weeks ago. I got Sigma down to like the last pip of health, and then I died. And I was like, "Yeah, no, I'm gonna take a break."
Yeah, and you see, thing about that in this particular game, Mega Man X, there's a password system to get back to where you need to be.
And there's no password that takes you to that particular.
I was going to get to that very subtly. You see, you can get to Sigma, and they'll give you a password, but it'll just dump you back at the start of the series of levels to get there to Sigma. So you still have to play for like an hour or an hour and a half to get back to Sigma, the final boss.
Yeah.
So I have to go back through and play an hour and a half to get to the last level to finish this Let's Play. Because I worked out the formula to beat a stupid wolf and beat him, and now I just need to beat the third version, figure out how to do that. And I'll start.
He eats the wolf and becomes a wolf bot or something. I don't play Mega Man.
That's actually kind of what happens, though.
Of course it is.
I don't have much experience with Mega Man myself. The only game I've played is Legends.
At one point, we should, if you're going through the X series, see if you can get X4 working for you.
I could probably find it.
Because that one is really good. That's one of my favorites. I think that actually is my favorite Mega Man X game.
Okay, maybe we can set up something where you watch me suck at it.
Yay!
We'll see. I need to find it first. I need to figure out what I'm playing next as a Let's Play, and then I need to beat this one that I'm on, which I'll probably do this week.
You get to choose as play as Mega Man or play as Zero. I recommend playing as Zero because that's the more fun one.
Maybe. I don't care much for that saber though.
You get lots of like techniques that help kind of make him more fun to go around with, whereas Mega Man, it's just Mega Man with different shot types, so they play very different.
Yeah, here's the thing. I'm a Mega Man X minimalist, so I don't tend to use powers very often unless I need to.
I mean, the power-ups you get from bosses.
I know. I don't tend to use them unless I need to.
No, they become part of your move set.
Oh, overall? So I don't have to... Okay, cool.
Yeah, so like you get a special type of air slash type, stuff that becomes just generally augments your move set.
Cool. So I
don't any meter or anything.
I don't have to keep switching between different powers and worry about the meter.
It's like playing an action game. So
fantastic. All right. Other than that, I have a question for you people on here. Say you recently came into $50 on PlayStation Network. What would you spend that money on?
Data boy.
Dollar games.
Okay, Zero says $5-10 games.
I don't have a PlayStation.
Aw. But have you seen any games out that would intrigue you if you had one?
Not that I can think of.
Because like I had this money and there's nothing that I want that's out yet.
Does it
I would just
expire?
do grab it.
No,
Just save it.
It doesn't
Either save
expire.
it or like
Just
it does not expire.
Red
Yeah.
Dead is coming out soon.
Spyro Remastered is coming out soon.
I mean, I guess I could save it because there's lots of stuff I do want coming out, but I want to be irresponsible.
You're gonna be
This is
irresponsible. Just get a grab bag of indie games that seem interesting.
Kenshi, are you saying that being responsible is not saving the money?
No, he wants to be irresponsible, is what he's saying.
Misheard. Okay.
Yeah, I want to intentionally make a bad decision here by spending the money on something I don't know if I want. Because who knows? It may be.
Just buy FIFA 19 if you want to buy something you're never going to play.
I mean, no, because every FIFA game is the same, so I'm good.
I
with
mean,
the
you
one
buy
I got.
NBA every year, but okay.
I do that for camaraderie reasons. So I don't want to hear it. I don't play those games because I enjoy playing NBA. I play them because my friends have it, and it's a good way to just connect over the weekend.
You grab some indie games. Grab like Hollow Knight, Fury, a few other things.
Are you talking about which PlayStation?
4. I guess
What about
3. I already have that.
Oh,
I did
goodness.
that.
Okay, never mind.
The
I mean, it
like,
looks good.
It's great.
It is good. We got a
What's
whole
good? I cut out there for a second.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, Spider-Man's good.
Fantastic. The best purchase I made in the season so far. All right. I guess I'll hold on to it. Damn it. I guess I'll be responsible and hold on to it till Red Dead.
Look for
Spider-
weird Japanese porn games.
I'm not going to
Can't
do that.
possibly go.
I'm not going to do that, Zero.
I mean, if you want those, you go to Steam nowadays.
Yeah. They don't put that stuff on PSN.
Actually, that's not
Steam.
true at all. You
Dude.
go to fucking Otaku if you want that. But you know.
I played Doki Doki Literature Club for the first time like a month ago. I wish I hadn't.
It's such a good game, isn't it?
God damn it, Zero.
If you look at the narrative of it, it's brilliant, but it's just no. It's terrible. Ugh.
Absolutely wonderful.
It's strange
sorry.
how I somehow blame Zero every time anyone plays Doki Doki Literature Club now.
Blame
because-
Troper. He's the one who's like, "Hey, Zero, play this."
All right, you can't even blame Zero for blush playing it because she wasn't listening to the podcast when
I
that
know,
happened.
but it's just
Still his
for
fault.
so long, Zero would not shut up about this game, so I just instantly associate it with him, no matter the context. It's always his fault.
I will gladly take on the burden of it always being my fault,
Right.
even though it isn't.
So it was a good game. Yeah, you enjoyed it.
I think that's too strong of a word.
You experienced it.
There, yes, I experienced it.
It was a thing that happened to
I
you.
completely forgot that game existed until you mentioned it just now, by the way.
Really? The fucking Discord won't let it go. Just constantly posting memes about it. No, fucking...
I don't check in the Discord that much.
Well, it's basically it for me. I'm trying to write, but I have no time. So
Yeah.
I'm working on what I'm working on. So that's pretty much it. Continue.
Zero.
Alright, I'm last. That's cool. So we were looking at getting a new dog since my previous dog had relatively recently passed away. And
Oh, poor puppy.
yeah, we had him for 12 years, so it's kind of sad. But we went looking for this other dog, and we might be getting the dog today. They're going to be coming in today for to check our house, make sure we don't have any live wires exposed or things that could danger him. Only a 3-month-old pup.
Oh.
He's called Troy. He's like a Pomeranian. So we'll see how that goes. I will post pictures if we get him, and it will be wonderful.
I don't know what that type of dog is, but I'm looking
It's a
it up.
tiny little floofy dog.
He is super floofy. It is wonderful.
That's the one. Yep, I thought I recognized that word. Yep.
In addition, I kept hearing like Dr. Stone as like a shonen manga that's been pretty popular recently. So I
Yep.
decided to check that out. And I was not expecting it to be what it was. So basically, this phenomenon happens which turns every human on Earth to stone. And thousands of years pass before eventually some people start to crack their way out of the stone. And mankind has basically been reduced to the Stone Age.
Yep.
But the main character, Senku, is a scientist, and he remembers a lot of the various formulas on how to make things, and is basically trying to save mankind and advance technology and civilization in the Stone Age.
Yeah.
And it is a really interesting premise, and I really like what they do with it. I am learning so much about how to make things and chemistry.
Yeah, it's like, I've only heard about it, but it's like there's a faction of people that are no longer stone or were never stone or something, and they were like super people, basically. Like the strongest,
What happens
most capable.
is one person that gets, because the main character, he creates the formula to depetrify people. And so he depetrifies somebody to help them because him and his friend are about to get attacked by lions, and this person is an extremely strong man in the Stone Age, which is like his era type thing. That is his thing now. His strength is everything. And he comes up to the idea of, we can start over. I'm going to steal your formula for how to save people, and I'm just going to save the young and the strong, and we're going to create our own society.
Yeah.
And our
Dick.
own world. Yeah, and that becomes a sort of a faction war of science versus a more like, we need to reject science because that led to all of our woes, and we need to have a civilization of the strong, and we need to be pure.
Yeah. So it's basically Deus Ex Invisible War, but in the Stone Age. Yeah.
It's really good. They've made like some really just makeshift stuff that is super cool and inventive, and I like it. And you can tell that the author is doing their research and is really smart, which is nice. So that's a big recommendation from me for Dr. Stone. It is unlike a lot of the other shonen out there, the point where I hesitate to call it a shonen. It's in Jump, I believe, so yeah, it's really good. Aside from that, and aside from Doggy, it's so cute. It's been a somewhat chill week, I guess. There hasn't been too terribly much for me to really talk about. Obviously, like, I do the D&D thing, and the party is currently in a bad situation because they were not expecting the villain of the arc to attack them at a neutral grounds place.
Okay.
But yeah, stuff is happening. People are freaking out. There might be a dragon. Don't worry about it.
Sounds awesome.
Yeah, they had a whole tournament arc, and it ended with the villain attacking. Like, they completed the tournament, at least, technically.
No one ever completes the tournament.
They did. It's just that they're they got attacked when they were weak after the last fight.
Listen to it. It's a trope. No one's ever supposed to complete the tournament.
Well,
Like,
yeah,
screw it.
Academia
I'm going to
finished
complete the
it.
tournament. I'm going to complete the tournament and then do plot.
Also, technically, Yu Yu Hakusho completed it.
Technically.
Technically, One Piece completed it.
But
Yeah.
Shut up.
that's really been it. Just been looking at a bunch of different manga, and a lot of the anime has been coming out like for this season. Everybody had a strong reaction to Goblin Slayer. I was
Yup.
seeing that all over the place because episode 1 is unnecessarily harsh.
I'm not sure I agree with that. If you want to set a tone, they set a fucking tone. But
Yeah. Yeah. I say unnecessarily harsh because I feel like it is consistently that dark. But I would like to see your opinions if you decide to keep watching it. Because I read I read the novels for it, and the novels are actually pretty good. Because I read the novels for everything. Because
That's what
yeah.
you do.
it's almost like I like to read.
I mean, in fairness, a lot of the complaints people have had about that show are valid mostly because Crunchyroll really fucking dropped the ball. Because they rated that show as PG-13.
Oh,
And said
no.
literally nothing about how bad it was for themes and content. So
Yeah, no, it's not PG-13.
no, it's not.
It is dark, but not quite as dark as Berserk, but it is dark, and it is, not PG-13.
Mm-mm. So yeah, part of the blame on that goes to Crunchyroll, but part of the blame on pretty much everything at this point goes to Crunchyroll. So that's off the course.
This is why I do not have a subscription to Crunchyroll anymore. Yeah. Aside from that, it's just been. I work with. I've been working with the student that I'm tutoring, the English language learner student, as part of my courses I'm taking. Studying to be a teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hopefully, I'll be getting my degree. Not my teaching degree, but my English degree this semester, and then I can just work towards getting my teaching certificate. So yay!
That was supposed to be a woo, but it's very weak and.
Zero as a teacher sounds terrifying.
He's gonna do the Dead Poets Society thing.
I'm actually
get up on your desks.
It's weird because like my the teacher that I'm working with for the EL tutoring told my mom, because I'm working at the school that my mom teaches at, that I seemed very serious and like professional. I'm like, oh, so that's the type of teacher I'll end up being. Oh no.
I don't see it.
No, me neither.
I
got
do.
nothing on that one.
When I have work to do, I'm actually very serious. It's just this is play. This is not work technically.
Okay. You say so,
Listen,
chap.
Listen,
Can't imagine
I've heard,
serious Zero. I can't imagine it.
I can't. I've heard your stories from work where you burn your hand in the fucking greaser. In a
That was
grease trap.
That was one time. That was a long time ago.
In fairness, that also was failed equipment more than it was just him being a dumbass.
Was it? Was it
Yeah,
really? Because
The glove had a hole in it. That's why that happened.
It was still an idiot decision on my part. I'll take full responsibility for that. I'll take that L.
This man's teaching the next generation.
Now listen, kids. I've made a lot of mistakes, so I can tell you how to not make them.
Yeah, he's
Don't
basically
be stupid.
Ibiki. He's just fucking showing up and looking. Look at what happened to my hand. You wear gloves when you cook.
I don't actually have scars remaining from that. It actually healed all up. So
Yeah, kids, this is what happens when you cook. So go to KFC for all of your food needs. Cross promote. Yeah. You may be a teacher, but you're still the heir apparent to the KFC fortune.
I'm just gonna post Sonic at KFC. There you go. Okay, I'm done. That's my week.
Okay, why is that a thing? I don't get the joke. Is there I don't... Also, he looks really sad to be there. Like...
Appropriate, because he's at KFC.
That's how I feel right now.
I really should be eating healthy. It takes so many calories to keep up this speed all the time. Like Michael Phelps over here eating like 1,000 nuggets and shit. Fine. Anyway.
Yeah, no, that's my week.
So that's pretty much... It's a little weird. That's pretty much everybody. Anyone got any recommendations?
No.
Go read Dr. Stone. It's really good. It's 70-ish chapters out right now, and it's updating.
Yeah, unfortunately, as per usual, I got nothing.
I'm looking, but it looks like I don't got much. No, I don't think I got anything. That's unfortunate. I thought I had more recommendations than this, but apparently I suck. So let's...
One of us. One of us.
Man.
That's not the Crab People song. I don't believe the Crab People song. Why
I
are you
wasn't
singing?
saying crab people.
You were humming
It's one
crab
of us,
people.
one of us. Gooble gobble, gooble gobble. That's what that is. That's what I was doing.
I heard the Crab People song.
What film was that from? I know that was from a film. It was like a film about carnival people. Like... That's gonna be stuck in my brain. I was trying to figure it out. I guess that's the end of the episode then. Okay. So, we did the Patreon thing last week, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I wasn't here last week.
You don't listen to the podcast. Why would you do that?
And
all
you
right.
too. Shut up.
Okay. Thanks for listening to the podcast. If you want to get in contact with us, you can do so through the YouTube channel, through the comments, or through the public Discord. There's a link in the description. Please like, comment, subscribe. Yes, I still need to fucking say that because that's actually important for analytics and shit. You can roll your eyes at it all you want, but it's still important. And please donate on Patreon if you feel so inclined. We very much appreciate it. Keeps stuff running. I have to pay a license for my editing software again, so that's always fun.
Wonderful.
Once again, thanks everybody for listening. I don't even know what this episode is. 2, 3, 8, I want to say. Yeah. So, bye everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
I remember Maple's story.
Oh, for
Shut
God's
up,
sakes.
Zero.
Silence!